Hi, my name is Ezekiel. Hope you are doing good today. In this video, I'll be showing you how to mix a mono piano into full wide stereo piano. I'm going to introduce to you the tools that I use to do this one. Firstly, from Cakewalk by Bandlab, which is stock plugin, channel tools, GW piano centric from Waves. Then I'm using center stereo from Wave. And finally, my console emulator is SSL EV2 channel stereo. These are the tools that I'm using and combined to make my piano sound huge, lovely, and fantastic, even romantic. This actually, the reason why I'm doing this is every of the channel in this song was recorded in mono and piano, especially in music, even though if you have every other thing sound mono, but your piano, if it sounds in stereo, makes it full as if you already used a stereo imager on it. This is one of the reasons why I seriously want to turn this mono piano into stereo to make it sound huge as if it was recorded as a stereo piano. And one of the reasons is either it's an acoustic piano or e-piano, it makes your mix sound wide and sound full even without doing much panning in every of your mix. Like I used to do, I don't really do much panning in my mix. For example, like in vocals, I do the panning into my both ears, left and right, not at the back of my head. And at the end of the mix to the mastering stage, I might just need to add a very subtle stereo image. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play the song for you to listen to. So listen to how the piano sound like. Then I'll begin to explore it. So we hear everything one after the other. Okay, that's right. That's the piano with the plugins, with the way I've just mixed it. So now let me I'll turn off all the plugins on it. Then we listen to how it sound like. Then I'll show you what I did in that. My first plugin is Channel Tools stock plugin in Cakewalk by Bandlab. Firstly, I'm neutralizing every parameter settings on the Channel Tools. Then I'll be showing you what I did to make it sound stereo for me from mono to stereo. On L&R control, I'm just cutting down up to -6 dB or to give me a kind of smooth ambience, not having a full panning on both left and right ears. Then on the sample delay, basically what I'm doing, you could hear when I try to exaggerate it, how it sounds more spread like, but basically I'm using up to 6.89 samples to delay the way the piano sounds on the both left and right. So that is giving me a kind of spread around and a subtle panning. So as the piano is being played, you will hear it full spectrum as as if the piano was recorded with a stereo mics. There's a slider, or what will I call it, or sweeper, or a fader that has left and right. The left still have a kind of a slider or something that spread the stereo across to the right side. Also, the right fader has the same thing. So what I'm doing on that section is I'm I'm spreading from the left down to the center and on the right down to the center. So summing into the center and also spreading back into the left and right ears. So my piano is going to sound full. So that's the first thing I'm doing, and that's my first primary assignment on this content. Right now, I want to show you what GW Piano Centric is doing for me. Just simple thing. Then I'll go into center stereo. With just one click of a button. While I was trying to tweak around the parameter setting, you could hear the way the GW piano centric is doing. It had more details into the wideness of my piano, and it has more a little bit of compression, and it enhanced the high frequency for me. It gives it a kind of percussive click in the piano. It makes it more rhythmic. I love this one. So you can just add a little stuff into that, which makes it to sound more wide and sound full. Then let me show you the optional one, which is center stereo. I love center stereo also. It's an optional one for me, but what I discover is due to the parameter setting on the low side and the high, if you really want to enhance the low frequency on the wide side or on the center side, you can adjust the parameter setting for that to make your piano sound more fatter in the forward center of your head. Or if you put it in the side, it's going to sound the both the left and the right side is going to sound more heavy, more booming. And on the high, does the same thing, depend on how you really want it. But due to the setting, I love the contribution of center stereo in that makes it sound more warm. On the punch, I'm also turning up to the about 75% on the side to give energy into my signal and to make it sound warm. And on the output setting, I'm turning down up to minus 6 dB because I already increased the size in the totally plus 6 dB to give a steady and consistent signal for me. Now I want to show you Waves SSL EV2 channel stereo, how it sound like, what it contributes to my piano to make it sound wide, full, and spread in the mix. Besides the equalization and the compression, what that is adding to my piano wideness is with a subtle compression that I add to it and substitute equalization to just correct some frequency right now. It brings out the details in my stereo wideness, though that's just secondary in this. Because it's a stereo plugin, it's enhancing the wideness of this piano, so it makes it sound more sitting in the mix. I love the contribution of this one. I'm not doing much, but I just want my piano to just sound full, spread round. So I'm going to play it again. Let's listen to everything, how it sound like on and off. Thanks so much for watching. That's all about I'm making my mono piano to sound stereo, full, wide, and spread in the mix. It's going to enhance my final mix and it's going to make my mastering to sound good. If you enjoyed this video, please thumb up for me, share this video, put down your comment below. Let's know how you make your mono signal to sound stereo, especially piano. So see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.